Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our annual reorganization meeting, January 3rd, 2018. At this time, I would like to ask that everybody please stand for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. In compliance with the New Jersey Open Public Meeting Law, commonly referred to as the Sunshine Law, the Vineland Board of Education has caused notice and posting of this meeting to be sent to the following, announcing the time and place thereof, agenda, etc. The Daily Journal, SNJ Today, the Press of Atlantic City, Nuestra Comunidad, Visto Bueno, the Clerk for the City of Vineland, and the Administrative Office Public Bulletin Board. Before we begin our meeting this evening and swear in our new board members, I would just like to ask if we could please take a moment and have a moment of silence for our little 6-year-old who we lost, whose funeral was today. Ezekiel Flores was a 6-year-old first grader at Sabatier Middle School and passed away the other day of a brain tumor. So I ask that you please keep him and his family in your prayers, and if we could just please have a moment of silence before we begin. Thank you. Okay, at this time, we're going to be swearing in our new board members, and I'm going to call our board solicitor, Mr. DeSanto, forward to begin.
I, Megan Spinelli, do solemnly swear.
I, Megan Spinelli, do solemnly swear.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
And the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
And I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
I will bear true faith and allegiance to the state.
And to the governments established in the United States.
To the governments established in the United States.
And this state.
And this state.
Under the authority of the people.
Under the authority of the people.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I, Megan Spinelli, solemnly swear.
I, Megan Spinelli, solemnly swear.
That I possess the qualifications.
That I possess the qualifications.
Prescribed by law.
Prescribed by law.
For the office of member of a Board of Education.
For the office of member of a Board of Education.
And that I will faithfully, justly, and impartially perform.
I will faithfully, justly, and impartially perform.
All of the duties of that office.
All of the duties of that office.
According to the best of my ability.
To all of the duties.
According to the best
of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Megan, you can come up here and have a seat.
I, Thomas Ulrich, do solemnly swear.
I, Thomas Ulrich, do solemnly swear.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
And the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
And that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
And I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
And to the government established in the United States.
And the government established in the United States.
And this state.
And this state.
Under the authority of the people.
Under the authority of the people.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I, Thomas Ulrich, solemnly swear.
I, Thomas Ulrich, solemnly swear.
That I possess the qualifications.
That I possess the qualifications.
Prescribed by law.
Prescribed by law.
For the office of member of the Board of Education.
For office of member of Board of Education.
And that I will faithfully, justly, and impartially perform.
I will faithfully, justly, and impartially perform.
All of the duties of that office.
All the duties of that office.
According to the best of my ability.
According to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Cedric P. Holmes, solemnly swear
I, Cedric P. Holmes, do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and to the government established in the United States
and to the government established in the United States
and this state
and this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people.
so help me God.
So help me God.
I, Cedric P. Holmes, solemnly swear
I, Cedric P. Holmes, solemnly swear
that I possess the qualifications
that I possess the qualifications
prescribed by law
prescribed by law
for the office of member of the Board of Education,
for the office of member of the Board of
and
Education,
that I will faithfully, justly, and impartially perform
and that I will faithfully, justly, and impartially perform
all of the duties of that office
all the duties of that office
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Welcome back, Cedric. Welcome back, Tom, and welcome, Megan. At this time, we're going to have Mrs. Haley do roll call.
Ms. Acosta?
Here.
Mr. Boardley?
Present.
Mr. Fiocchi?
Here.
Mr. Holmes?
Present.
Mr. Jennings?
Present.
Mr. Medio?
Here.
Mr. Sobrana?
Present.
Ms. Spinelli?
Here.
Mr. Ulrich?
Present.
Before we take nominations for president, I'm going to ask Mr. DeSanto if he would take a moment and explain the process before we begin.
Yes, thank you. The process that the board follows is this. Dr. Gruccio will call for nominations for the office of president. The nominations will be made. There needs to be no second. So when she calls for it, any individual may nominate a person. If no one else is nominated, the nominations are closed. If another person is nominated, we will take an election first of the first person nominated, and if that person receives 5 or more votes, that person is elected. There is no election for the second person. And the same procedure is followed for vice president.
Okay, thank you. So at this time, I would like to ask for any nominations for board president.
I nominate Jeff Boardley for president.
Okay, roll call, Helen. I'm sorry. Oh, I apologize. Any other nominations? Okay, Mrs. Haley?
Ms. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Boardley?
Yes.
Mr. Fiocchi?
Yes.
Mr. Holmes?
No.
Mr. Jennings?
Yes.
Mr. Medio?
Yes.
Mr. Sobrana?
Yes.
Ms. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Ulrich?
Yes.
Okay,
Carries.
motion carries. At this time, all nominations are closed, and I turn it over to Mr. Boardley.
Thank you. Now accept nominations for vice president.
I'm nominate Inez Acosta.
Thank you. Any other nominations? Seeing none, roll call, Ms. Haley.
Ms. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Fiocchi?
Yes.
Mr. Holmes?
Yes.
Mr. Jennings?
Yes.
Mr. Medio?
Yes.
Mr. Sobrana?
Yes.
Ms. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Ulrich?
Yes.
Mr. Boardley?
Yes. Congratulations, Ms. Acosta. At this time, we'll open up for public comment from the public. Seeing none. Recommendations for the approval to the board by the superintendent.
At this time, I would like to recommend the readoption of the bylaws and policies and the acceptance of the 2017 annual school election results.
Any discussion? Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, Ms. Haley.
Mr. Fiocchi?
Yes.
Mr. Holmes?
Yes.
Mr. Jennings,
Yes.
Mr. Medio,
Yes.
Mr. Sabrana,
Yes.
Ms. Spinelli,
Yes.
Mr. Ulrich,
Yes.
Ms. Acosta,
Yes.
Mr. Boardley.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Again, the opportunity for the public to address the board on any topic. Again, seeing none. We'll do the board picture now. How do you want to set up?
Let me close the meeting.
Okay.
Wait.
Let him do it, and then we'll do the remarks. Oh, yeah.
You'll stay.
All right. Can you pass out the time? Just tell me.
Stay. We've got some of the guys coming to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Can you move that out of the way by any chance? That's fine. Yep. Yeah.
Take everything off the table, or no? Yeah.
If you can, it looks a little bit better. If not, it's papers, it's board. It's not uncommon. If you can, a little bit. It just looks a little cleaner.
How many do you want to?
Now it works. All right, ready? That's good for you. Test.
And lastly, we'll have board member remarks. Start with Mr. Fiocchi.
I'd like to welcome Ms. Spinelli and welcome back Mr. Holmes and Mr. Ulrich. I look forward to a productive year with everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Holmes?
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you, everyone, all my family who came out to support. I look forward to working with all of you. Thanks.
Thank you. Mr. Jennings?
I would like to start by congratulating Mr. Cedric Holmes, Miss Megan Spinelli, Mr. Tom Ulrich on their victories. I'm looking forward to a productive year serving with these members as well as the rest of the board. I enjoyed the leadership position serving the district in 2017, but it's time to move on. I wanted to congratulate Jeff and Inez for stepping up to be our leaders for 2018. I'm certain that they are capable to perform, and if they need any assistance, they have us to rely on. We have a very diverse board here, and a lot of experience is sitting on this board right now. I want to thank all of you for your time and efforts and contributions. We have made many strides forward, and I hope to see many more to come. I will leave you with this quote of mine that has really put some things into perspective for me, as I've had good and bad managers to work with over my 23-year career in the Department of Corrections. And my quote goes like this: being a good manager of people is knowing just when to get out of people's way and let them do their job. Thank you and Happy New Year, everyone.
Thank you,
Hello.
Mr. Jennings. Ms. Spinelli?
Firstly, I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. And I didn't prepare anything to say, but I really look forward to working with everybody on the board and working with Mary and learning. I'm interested to learn a lot, to be up here, and thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Medio?
Nothing at this time.
Thank you. Mr. Ulrich?
Good evening, everybody. I'd just like to thank the voters who had confidence and put me into this position again. I think I can help the board, and I know that there are some people up here that can help. We have a lot of experience going forward. I'd like to congratulate Cedric and Meg. Look forward to working with them. Meg's a new board member, so we have we're going to grow together over a 3-year period, which is always good. I just look forward to a productive school year. There's a lot of things going on with funding and budgeting, and so we're going to roll right into that. So again, thank you, and I look forward to working with everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Ulrich. Mr. Sabrina?
Welcome back to Cedric, and welcome to our new colleague, Ms. Spinelli, and our new old colleague, Mr. Ulrich. I'm sure the youth and experience we have here together is going to be an invaluable asset for this board as we tackle the challenges that are ahead. Also, congratulations to Jeff and Inez. Look forward to working with you, and respect your willingness to accept the leadership role, which is a difficult one. I'm also looking forward to working together with this group so that we can make decisions that are in the best interest of our taxpayers and also what's right for our students, the staff, their families, and our administrators. Now, I know that there are going to be times when we're going to have unavoidable differences of opinion. You can't get 9 people to decide on what for lunch. But I still think that it's possible for us to reach consensus on the issue that's of greatest importance, that we provide the best possible education to every student in our district in safe, attractive facilities that are staffed by well-trained and committed professionals. To do so, board members need complete and timely information on matters that will come before us. We're fortunate to have an administrative team with talent and a great deal of experience. I am optimistic, therefore, that we can look forward to being, quote, in the loop at all times, whether the issues are mundane or of great importance. I hope my colleagues will join me in embracing the wisdom I read in a quote from philosopher Albert Camus. Real generosity towards the future lies in giving everything you have to the present. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sabrina. Ms. Vice President?
I'd like to welcome back Cedric. Megan, I'm so happy that you're here. And Tom, it truly is a pleasure to see you again on the board. It takes, I know that it's a huge commitment to give of yourself for others. And this job can be, I call it a job, but it's a little bit more of a passion, and I am sure, and I know for a fact that all of the board members share the same passion for our students. I want to wish everyone a very happy new year. I'm really looking forward to working with everyone. I think it's going to be, it's wonderful when we have someone who has never been on the board, who comes with wonderful, fresh ideas. And I really urge the public to please come to the meetings, be involved in your children's education. They're our future. I am passionate about making sure that our children grow to their potential, and we have the ability to make that happen. So once again, thank you, and I thank you for your vote for Vice President. I will do my very best to ensure that everyone has information and help everyone along the way. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Costa.
I just want to mention a couple of things that have happened since we've gotten back from the break. One, I would like to thank Mr. Carl Belletta. He donated musical instruments to Memorial School and drafting tables and drafting materials to Vineland High School in the 910 building, so I want to extend a thank you to him. We also had a broken pipe at Johnstone due to the weather, and we had our sprinklers go off because of a small fire at Memorial. And I would like to thank all of the maintenance crew that took the time in this very cold weather to clean up all that water and make sure our kids were able to function in the building. And finally, we did have this little fire at Memorial, and thanks to one of our security guards who put the fire out, Mr. Andrew Desopoulos, I would like to just extend a thank you to him. As soon as he realized what was going on, he put the fire out. Fire department came, and everybody was safely back in the building very quickly. So they're the little things that have happened in the last 2 days. Anyhow, I would also like to welcome again Cedric. It's nice to have you back. Tom, it's nice to see you back. And Megan, I wish you nothing but the best. Inez and Jeff, congratulations. Please know that any questions you ever have, my door is always open. My phone is always there. So just call and we'll help through anything that we can. I'm excited and look forward to working with this board. And I think as long as we respect one another and remember that we're here to do what's best for children, we'll all be fine. And I look forward to it and wish you all a very healthy and happy 2018.
Thank you, Dr. Guccio. And I'll try to be brief, but I want to first thank the board for your confidence in putting me as president this year. I really look forward to working with everyone and continuing down the path that Mr. Jennings started to pave for us. Mr. Jennings, thank you for your 2017 leadership. It was an honor to serve next to you, and I really appreciate the experience that you helped guide me through. So it was very pleasurable. Thank you to my family for their undying support. It was a very rough 2017 for all of us. Hopefully 2018 will be a lot safer and healthier for me. But I really appreciate your love and support, and to my wife, Beth, for nursing me back to good health. It's amazing where I've ended up here 10 months later. So thank you very much for that. To Mr. Ulrich, I look forward to hearing some of your experience in the board and helping us forge down a positive path for our school district. Ms. Spinelli, I look forward to helping you in your new journey as much as I can, and there's lots of intelligence and leadership on this board. I have full confidence that anyone here will be able to help you out. And Mr. Holmes, congratulations on your election. And again, same as Ms. Spinelli, anything that we can do to help you, I'm sure you have plenty of people you can turn to for good, positive information to set you down a good path. So thank you again for coming out and supporting this board, and we look forward to serving our taxpayers and our students in the best possible way. So thank you. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.